Hi everyone, and welcome again to NEDL. And in this short video from the Excel 101 series, I'll introduce you to matrix functions in Excel. Here we have got two simple matrices to start with. Matrix A, a 3x4 matrix, 3 rows and 4 columns, and matrix B, which is a 4x3 matrix, having 4 rows and 3 columns. First of all, let's discuss transposition. It is an operation that switches rows and columns over. To enforce that, we'll need to use the transpose function. So here, to transpose B, let's select a 3x4 range of cells, as it will have now 3 rows and 4 columns, they would switch over, and use the transpose function and select the matrix of interest. All matrix functions in Excel, especially in older versions, are enforced using Shift-Control-Enter instead of simple enter. So we can use Shift-Control-Enter to transpose B just like that. And we can see that the first row has become the first column, and so on and so forth. Now, for matrix multiplication, we need to keep in mind that there are some rules to abide by. To be more precise, the number of columns of the first matrix should be equal to the number of rows of the second matrix. So for example, if we multiply A onto B, our result matrix would be a 3x3, as we multiply a 3x4 matrix onto a 4x3 matrix. And here, to do that, we'll need to use the MMULT function, which is matrix multiplication, and input our matrices as cell ranges in the relevant order. Matrix multiplication is not commutative, so you should pay attention to the order of your operation. Here, we input A first, and then comma B, and we enforce this matrix multiplication using Shift-Control-Enter as well, resulting in a C matrix, which is a 3x3 matrix. For the D matrix, which would be B times A, we need to keep in mind that that would be a 4x4 matrix, so we can select a 4x4 cell range, and then do an MMULT of B, comma A. That results in a completely different matrix of dimensionality 4x4. Now, we can use the MDETERM function to calculate the determinant of any square matrix, that is, a matrix that has the same number of rows and columns. So for example, as C is a square matrix, we can calculate the determinant of C, selecting this matrix and again applying our function. And we have got a determinant of negative 3,378. Now let's discuss inverse matrices. Inverse matrices can be applied to, again, square matrices only. So let's find an inverse of C, selecting a 3x3 array and applying an MINVERSE function, standing for matrix inverse, and select a 3x3 C matrix as our argument of the function, and again enforce our function using Shift-Control-Enter, resulting in an inverse of C. To check that it's indeed the inverse of C, we can remember the definition of an inverse, that is, a matrix that when multiplied by an original matrix gives back the identity matrix. So for the identity matrix, we can quite easily refer to an identity matrix of given dimensionality using the MUNIT function, as identity matrices are also called unit matrices. And our dimension of interest is 3, as matrix C is 3x3 matrix, so we can use MUNIT of 3 and enforce it again using Shift-Control-Enter, giving us the unit matrix with ones on the diagonal and zeros everywhere else. And then we can check that C to the negative 1 is indeed the inverse of C by multiplying C onto C inverse, giving us back the identity matrix exactly. And that's the introduction to matrix functions in Excel. Please leave a like on this video if you found it helpful, and stay tuned for even more simple tutorials in the Excel 101 series.